Now here it says stated that three side lengths form a right triangle. So I'm giving you three sides. But I remember we're dealing with Pythagorean theorem. So I know a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now here it's asking, state if this is true, if a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now we don't know which side is A, which side is B, and which side is C. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to square the three sides given. I'm going to square them. And the biggest number is C squared. Okay, so 4 squared. Looking at my first number. 4 squared, right? 4 times 4 is 16. Let me leave some space. I didn't have to do much work. Or if you guys want to, let me write 4 times 4. It's equal to 16. Okay. Not too much work. The second number, 3 radical 17. Okay, now this is not that simple. I'm going to go 3 radical 17 times 3 radical 17. I know if I multiply my whole numbers, 3 times 3 is 9. My radicals, radical 17 times radical 17, we already dealt with this. Every time you multiply a radical by itself, you just get the number in the inside, not a radical anymore. So radical 17 times radical 17 is 17. Now you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, do me this favor. Multiply what's 17 times 17 and then get the square root of that. Well, that would give you 17, right? That's exactly right. So 9. So I have a 9 and a 17. They're both whole numbers. So in this case, I have to combine them. So I'm going to go 9 times 17 is 153. Okay. So when our numbers are simple numbers like 4, just a whole number, it was easy. If our numbers are just radicals, like I'm looking at number 24, when it's not going to be too hard. The hard part is when there's a whole number and a radical combined, but it's not that difficult. All right, now my third number here is 13, right? I'm just going to go 13 times 13. A whole number, I'm just going to multiply by itself, so that's 169. Now, which one of these three is bigger? Well, 169, right? So that's my c squared. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and I'm going to write 16 plus 153 because I have to add my two small numbers equals to 169. Now here I'm asking, is 16 plus 153 equals to 169? It's more like a yes or no. When I said stated these three sides form a right triangle, it's like a yes or no. Is 16 plus 153 equals to 169? Yes, it is. So my answer will be yes, this is a right triangle. All right, let's take a look at question number 22. My first numbered 2 radical 22. Okay, when it's a whole number and a radical combined, those are the ones that require some work. So I'm going to go 2 radical 22 times 2 radical 22. I know when I combine my whole numbers, 2 times 2 is 4. When I combine my radicals, radical 22 times radical 22 is just 22. Now I have two whole numbers. 4 times 22 is 88. Okay, I also have, let me go blue. My second number is 12. For that one, I just have to go 12 times 12. So I'm going to call that 144. Not too hard, right? The third number is 13. Okay, that one I just have to go 13 times 13. Not too hard, 169. From the three numbers, the biggest is 169, so that's my c squared. So now I'm asking, is 88 plus 144, because I'm adding the two small numbers, is 88 plus 144 equal to 169? Again, this is like a yes or no type of question. It's 88 plus 144 equal to 169. No, it's not. Okay, so no, this is not a right triangle. Let's take a look at number 23. Okay, so 3 radical 15. Okay, this one requires a little bit of work, right? I'm going to go 3 radical 15 times 3 radical 15. When I multiply my whole numbers, 3 times 3 is 9. But radical 15 times radical 15 is just 15. So then I have to multiply it. 9 times 15, I get 135. Okay, my second number is 11. That one I just go 11 times 11, which is 121. My third number is 16. That's just a whole number. This one I go 16 times 16, which is 256. From the three numbers, the big number is 256, right? So I have to add the two small numbers. So 256 is my c squared. So I'm asking here, is 135 plus 121 equal to 256? Yes, yeah, that's true. Okay. So yes. Okay, my last example. Let's take a look. 5. My first number is 5, right? 5 times 5, that's not that hard. 5 times 5 is 25. Radical 170. Radical 170 times radical 170. When you multiply the radical by itself, you just get the number in the inside, 170. That's not that bad. The third number, okay, that one requires a little bit of work. 3 radical 30 times 3 radical 30. When I multiply my whole numbers, 3 times 3 is 9. When I multiply my radicals, is 30. Now 9 times 30 is 270. Okay, 270 is my big number. So what I'm asking here, let me add the two small numbers. 25 plus 170. Is 25 plus 170 equal to 270? No, it's not. Okay, so no, it is not a right triangle.